What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a very blessed and wonderful day, and if not, I do pray and hope that it gets better for you. So today we are here to talk about exactly why Suicide Squad killed the Justice League has me worried. So, as we know, it has been a while since we have heard anything from the developers on exactly what is going on. The last update came back in April following the State of Play event in February, which I did enjoy, by the way, but during that little space between April and February, the internet decided to tear the game apart like you stole money from everyone, and the pre-orders weren't even up yet. I don't think I've seen people that divided on a game since Cyberpunk, because you gotta remember, with Cyberpunk, on one hand, it was class action lawsuits, thousands and thousands of game-breaking bugs, and then actual false advertisement against decent gameplay and a great story. Right now, March and April was a weird month for me too, Suicide Squad wise, because literally that time frame, it was the most hate and disrespect that I've ever obtained on this platform. And I'm TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, it was the most I've ever caught, all because I was back in Suicide Squad and I was calling out a lot of hypocrites. And I welcome all the hate, don't get me wrong, because I'm not one of these creators that will let their viewers decide how they're supposed to think and act. Everything that I said back in, I still stand on now to this day, 10 toes down. I think the game looks decent. I'm still excited to play it. Right? The fact that there are people who are genuinely upset with other people because they don't think the game is trash is kind of wild with me. I'm not gonna lie. Some of y'all might need to touch grass. It's better things you could be doing with your day. But even with my excitement, I'm still an anxious and paranoid person in general. So that naturally ends up bleeding over into how I feel about Suicide Squad. Now, we can't say for sure how long the option of delaying the game was on the table for, because we've never really had a solid release into May 26th, because before that, it was only stated that a 2022 launch was going to be the initial window until we got that delay, and which gave us the May 26th date. Then we heard from Jeff Grubb that outside of another delay to later in the year, a 2024 delay specifically was also an option, but we took it with a grain of salt because at that point we were waiting to hear back from the developers, and there was a month and a half of radio silence while the fan base was blowing up from the inside out. Then we had the next delay announced that the game would arrive on February 2nd of 2024. Now again, like I said earlier, I'm one of the people who enjoyed what I saw during the State of Play. I like live service games. I like games that I can come back to and have something to do, but I'll be real with everyone. There's a strong chance that all of that is in jeopardy right now, because with this big of a delay, that's more than enough time to make some serious systematic changes. The reason why the term Gotham Knights 2.0 is a thing is because when that game got delayed, right? For some reason, there was a major two steps back kind of situation in which it feels like they rolled back on various features of the game. It's a game with enemies who have a level system that level up with you, characters that can earn loot to upgrade their gear, characters who have a power rating based off the gear that they have currently equipped. Keep in mind, it's not a live service. But if I didn't tell you that, you would have every reason to believe that it was. It's honestly nothing more than a shadow of what a live service game is actually supposed to be. And that's why Suicide Squad scares me, because now there's really nothing that can shake the feeling due to the very negative reception of the gameplay at the State of Play, mixed with any in-house issues and concerns that they might have had prior, that will all lead to a massive rollback of key features in the game, changing things that the negative reception was targeting, and in the process either placing the game in a state where it feels like a hard shadow of what it was supposed to be, or just simply making a bad situation worse. Suicide Squad as a live service, that caught my attention right away. The idea of a live service game in general will more than likely always pull my attention if there's something there that I can look forward to. Now at this point in time, right, we have Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, Wonder Woman, Captain America and Black Panther, a solo Black Panther, Iron Man, an unannounced Marvel title from EA, and an unannounced possible superhero title from Insomniac. The key thing between everything that I've just named, except for the last two, which are the unannounced games, are that they are all single-player action-adventure games. Console-wise, that's all we ever really seem to get. Now, please don't twist my words and think that I'm saying that all these games are bad. It's just that at a certain point, you kind of start to want something more, something different, because things can definitely get stagnant. Even if it is a live service game and they're pulling up to the live service video game party kind of late, Suicide Squad is that something different in the console superhero genre specifically. And yes, I know that DC Universe Online and Marvel Heroes Omega were a thing, but DC is an entirely different beast, and Omega sadly ended up shutting down and is now currently sharing the space in the void with its mobile counterpart, Marvel's Future Revolution. A majority of Marvel and DC games are live services, but console-wise, they really tend to stick to the single-player experiences. On mobile, however, again, they pretty much just go buck wild. Real quick, for anyone who likes games like League of Legends, Smite, Dota, Heroes of the Storm, all that, there's literally a game like that over in the East. Marvel Super War. It is literally League of Legends, but just with Marvel heroes. That's never coming over to the West, but I promise you, if it did, if it came over to the West, if it dropped on PC and console, oh, the gamers would eat it right up. That game would make a whole lot of bank, even more bank than it's already making right now, because those mobile games, they be cashing in, like I'm telling you. But I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, Suicide Squad, again, is still a game that I am very excited for. I can't wait to get my hands on. But as of right now, there's nothing that can really shake that eerie feeling that is just sitting inside me until we hear something. Well, no, not even until we hear something. Until we can actually see what these changes are supposed to be. Because the whole reason for the game even getting delayed in general, on top of that, was, you know, as they've stated in their post, they made a tough but necessary decision to take the time needed to work on getting the game to be the best quality experience. This big of a time gap is more than enough to make serious systematic changes. My hope and prayer is that they don't double back on everything it is that they work for. They just work on making that stuff better. They don't try to double back and take none of it out or tweak it to you know, meet the massive negative opinion. Please don't do that, because then we really will have a Gotham Knights 2.0. We've already had Gotham Knights and Avengers fail. If third time's a charm, if Suicide Squad ends up biting the bullet, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to recover from that. But with all of that being said, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. So let me know down in the comments below, if you care to, how you currently feel about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Do you agree or disagree with me? Or are you worried about it? Or are you excited about it? Or are you not going to pick it up? Let me know so we can go ahead and, you know, start a dialogue. We can get some conversations going. And if you've enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and smack that notifications bell so that you will never miss out on any of my Suicide Squad related content. And I will catch you all in the moonlight. Peace.